There you are. You here? Is your mic working? Please. Might just get Tom if you can't talk. I don't know. It'll just be me talking, I guess. Fuck. Okay. Spaghetti invited me. I don't know. Spaghetti invited me, and then I was like, hey. And then just like, he didn't talk at all. Like, the whole thing. I was like, well. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get Tom. I get like no messages or anything. I'm like, alright. I just left. Spaghetti wants to invite.
Okay. Yeah, get Spaghetti in here, why not?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's the semifinals of the playoffs. We got number 1 seed, Team Logitech, versus the 4th seed, Get Good or Die Trying. Should be a good game.
Yes.
Join the party.
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Yes.
Oh.
We just thought you were shy, dude. Don't worry.
You can stay if you want.
Viewing
Oh,
party,
yeah.
Spaghetti? Come on. No, I'm kidding. Hey, no spoilers. I guess right now both teams are messaging asking who's starting on Team 1 or Team 2 and what
Yeah.
map we're going to see.
See, Welch just got the
Starters for
VIP
both
pass
teams are
going.
here too.
Will we see
Welch is in. Will we skip that? That's a good question.
I want to say yes. If they don't ban it.
I'm going to say game 2. I don't think game 1 they're going to pull it right away.
I think it'll be
I think
either
they're going to
2
pull
or
it. If they win game 1, you won't see it. You won't see it in game 2. But if they lose game 1, I think game 2 you'll see it.
I don't know about that.
It is a best of 5.
Didn't they win game 2 in the regular season? Like, was it pretty great?
I think so, yeah.
Game 2, yeah, they did.
And game 3 was close, so we will see.
What? What, Memphis? Alright. Yeah.
That's his vape pen talking. I'm kidding. Joking. Alright, so
I'm gonna just scoot and
guess
see
we
what's going on.
I'm assuming they're just
Oh, there it is.
okay, it's starting. You don't need to message them. You're good to go.
Alright,
Let's see which team picked Team 1 or 2.
Good luck.
Later.
Later, Spaghetti. Looks like Team Logitech opted for Team 2 to start, and therefore Team 1 gets map choice. Let's see if... are we playing on Overgrowth? Or are we playing on Monuments? Are we playing Meltdown? Is this PS4? I'm kidding. You never know.
Incoming.
I think this is going to be an entertaining game. worth noting, Ho-Ho's not in the lineup, so there's no prominent, I guess, Dragon / Atticus players on
Is he
team 2.
though?
Like, really, like, as
He's in the party.
he's not there.
Yeah, he's in the party.
He's in the party, but not in the game. I think this is going to be a good game. Looking forward to this one. I think at face value, some people may look at it as a little bit one-sided, but if you watch the regular season matchup between these two teams, you know it's anything but really. It was really close then, and I expect it to be just as close now.
Yep. Do you know people that's joining this is semifinals, winner goes to finals. This is the best. Is it best out of 5, right?
Best out of 5, first to 3
Yeah.
in a way.
So if you got pizza night, popcorn, but warm that up.
Crack
It's gonna be a long
cold,
night
yep.
if it goes to 5 games, which would be
I'd love to
promising.
see 5 games. I think those are the best. Those elimination games.
3 hours though,
those
but
2-2s. Ooh.
but we can make it through. Alright, it's Overgrowth.
Yeah, I will if you do. It is
Yeah.
Overgrowth game 1, and any target bans you think we're going to see in this game 1 here, or just kind of the standard things?
Honestly, I think Mozzie's team might ban Benny.
The Benny, eh? Okay.
Might.
We do know Rambo from PS4, quite a good Benny, yes.
It's probably his strongest character, personally, but
Probably,
see.
yeah, for sure. It's good to see Joe and Minnie back on the same team. They had a little bit of a, like, they haven't practiced much together, so it's good to see them back together here. Get the
Mhm.
bond strong and good for this game. And with that, we see a Wrath ban.
Miko. Oh, Miko.
Miko ban.
Usually they
I've seen
ban
this
Miko
one
on
before.
Team 1, though.
Is
Yeah.
it Team 1 they usually do it? Or is
Yeah.
it Team 2?
No, it's Team 1. Because in Team 1 they can pick Alani in their second and third pick. So that's a little thing change, I guess. We'll just see how it goes so far. Tom's audio is
So
kind
banning
of
that
bad. but I
primary
kinda think
heal.
it's just good. Yeah, spaghetti. It's always gonna be like that.
Alright, Spaghetti, you're just, because your headphones are broken. I'm expecting Galt ban. Oh no, Montana, so Wrath Monty. Strategy our team has used against them before. To varying success levels. So I don't hate it. Let's see if, I think this is going to force
This would be a
the Kelvin ban out
damage.
of Team 2 though.
Oh yeah.
This
I
has to be a
forgot
Kelvin ban. It has to be
Yeah.
Kelvin. Yep.
Yeah.
With Wrath and Monty off the board, I just don't think it's worth
They're gonna
trading
get Gal.
Kelvin. Even if you're getting Galt.
Mm-hmm.
Are they picking Galt or Gal though? I think they're gonna pick Galt. No, actually they're
The
gonna
Gal.
give them Galt. They are gonna give them Galt.
Yeah.
C3 on Gal, I know he's not necessarily big on playing tanks, but he is still good at it. Although most people want to see him on that damage carry. It's Gal has a lot of responsibility on your shoulders when you're playing Gal, right? That first pick.
So you gotta do with the stun, you gotta do a wound, you gotta be a disruptor, you gotta get in and out, block. Gal does a lot of things. But she is a very strong tank, even though she's a wet noodle of damage.
That wound is strong though. Okay, Galt might for Team 2. I'd love
It's
to see
pretty
if they
strong.
take the Shane from them maybe. We know Team 2 likes to run the Shane Atticus Galt combo when they don't have Wrath or Montana. I don't think we're gonna see a Boulder either, so
Yeah, not from either team, maybe.
I'd like to see him take maybe Shane Alani. Depends how confident they are in their KU. Or
Yeah.
Umbra, I suppose. I wouldn't advise Umbra though, but
I might go with Thorn. I would probably just steal Thorn with them.
oh, Thorn's on the board. I forgot.
Yep.
Thorn is a good pick. I completely forgot. It's Thorn Shane or Thorn Alani, in my opinion. I think if you don't take
I
Alani,
think
you're taking
Alani.
it, and if you don't take Shane, Team 2 will take it.
It has to be Alani for chaotic. Because they're going to have to deal with either Shane or Boulder on their second front line.
I'd advocate for Shane, but I understand why Alani makes sense. So
Yeah.
Alani, here it is. All right, and I think we're gonna for sure see Shane. Shane healer, probably last pick Kid Ultra for Team 2, if I had to guess, or last pick Atticus. Sorry.
Yeah.
And on Team 1, I think Are they setting it for a Pendles? Maybe triple frontline? A Phoebe Pendles could be kind of spicy. I wouldn't hate that. But the Benny's on the board. And
Just a
changed it,
shame.
just like I predicted.
Yep.
I'm thinking here, what? Benny Pendles? If you want to throw that Pendles early on against a Galt, it makes sense.
I know
Unless you want to engage in the...
I know Coop doesn't like, I don't mind a Rindy, but Team 2 still can take a Rindy and do a big reveal for them.
I think I hear what you're saying, but he's also said before that he's not afraid. I think he's more afraid of an Atticus, because Atticus kind of blocks off that stealing thrall potential because Atticus wins a one-on-one.
Oh yeah.
This is in a tough spot for them, because if they reach for the Pendles here and then Team 2 counters with the Atticus, I don't think he's not going to have a good game, I don't think.
Yeah.
Dragon could be something. I could see them taking Atticus themselves.
Ooh, actually, I
This
do
is
like
an
Atticus here.
This pick is going to define the draft. I'm calling it out. This pick is going to define the draft.
Essentially, this is Coop's pick versus.
Yeah. Ho-Ho's
Mainly
pick.
pick?
It's going to be Ho-Ho.
Ho-Ho is not playing right now. Great.
Oh, wow, I forgot. That's my fault. That is a weird spot for them. Maybe they take the Phoebe then as Team 2. This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. That might be good.
Memphis
That
did
might
call
be-
that in chat too. They're highlighting
Yeah.
Phoebe or Pendles, Phoebe or Pendles. I think you take the Pendles since Ho-Ho's not playing. That's what I would do. I didn't even realize good call on that, Zig.
Yep.
And the team highlighted the Pendles, which proves the faith, although Joe highlighted the Phoebes, so... Rainbow
think-
Chaotic did not highlight, but I hope in party they're talking about which they would have preferred.
Please. Yep, a touch. Ah, they were practice for it.
Khalees, we have seen this. It was against a Toby. Pendles
Yeah.
into Khalees. Do you like that or no?
I mean, it mainly has been on point with it, maybe, but it just Pendles have to be avoid the riffs or just having Thorn keeping or Benny keeping the riffs down so Pendles can engage.
Yep. My honest truth is though, I'd rather have Manny play Khalees than something more deadly, you could say.
It's
Because
true.
until 7, let's be honest, Khalees is kind of just a support that can shoot projectiles out of the air.
You have Kid
I'd
behind him,
much
so they're both
rather play him on
stationary.
that.
It's a lot of
Yep.
stationary
Kid stacking
characters.
the drone stun. Only one
Yeah.
stun though, right? Only the Shane stun to follow up the Galt pull, which is actually just a double
Yep.
pull, so...
I can't,
Initiating on Galt early game should be pretty free for them if they get the Galt
can't
stun
sleep
hit, right?
KU stun at level 9 though.
Yeah. Early game is ugly for Team 2 Spaghetti, good point.
Yeah, that is true.
Ooh, they got the nice skins because of the
VIP pass.
yeah, the VIP pass, that's what it's called. Exactly.
So your typical people, Chaotic and Alani, Rainbow and Benny, Minnie Cooper on Pendles.
Yeah, no
Yuki,
surprises
Gal.
on either team, really. Yep.
We do have a phone
Let's
call,
do it.
but you can call shit out.
Yeah, no problem. One of Zig's many girlfriends for the stream who doesn't know. No, I'm kidding. Quickly looking at Helixes, if anyone wants to know anything important, you can ask. Mike is going to detonation, probably just so he can secure the Pendle kills. Once he's real and low. Then he did take evasive liftoff, or whatever you want to call it. So we'll see how that plays out. Galley did not go with the wound. I guess against Kid Ultra, it's not necessarily needed at level 1 when you're really the only team's only stun, right? So Pendles wins. They're gonna engage right on the mic right away. He's dead too. What a start. Then he gets pulled, but it's not really no follow up with Mike dead and Khalees at level 1. Like I said in the draft, this Pendles pick is basically going to define the game for
Early pick. I like that.
13-1. Really early pick on Mike. We know what they're looking for Paul, but if he's up there, that means they can push in lane a little more free and hit those minions. Even though the Shane
I didn't look at the time. How fast was that?
I didn't see the time. Did stream catch it? It was probably within 30 seconds though.
That's pretty quick.
Gal needs to
That
get out
wasn't
here.
quicker than Spaghetti killing
Project? No.
Project, no. But that was within a minute for sure. Or 30 seconds, I would say. Benny is going in.
Project. I think the project kill was 17 seconds. That's gonna be Rambo dead here probably.
Nope, good
Ooh,
for
no.
that heal. Gal took the pull.
Guys, he's gonna get 3. That's Econ Geyser. Pendle's low is probably going to port. Unless he's
I
got his
would.
regen up already, which I don't think he does.
You're just stealing all their shards right now. Gal's gonna get pulled.
Gal's not in
Cray
a good
out.
spot right here.
Another
She's
pull.
definitely going to be dead. She's in the rifts, yep. Please
Yeah.
get this first kill. And he has a flare, or what do you call it when they kill? And Sling pops up, I already forgot that name.
The KO.
Finisher?
Finishers, yeah.
Yeah, that's
20
what they have
seconds.
finishers.
Memphis said. So that was pretty quick. They are gonna control mid. Looks like Pendle's died to minions in the back.
Pendle's goes down to minions.
Thorn is gonna die here. Rainbow's
Rambo
still in the
just
mission.
can get out.
Yeah.
You can bait Galt and waste his time, it could be worth it.
No.
So early, 3-1 kills, despite
Please is
you can get good or
2.
dab, try and get
And
the first
Kid
kill.
Ultra. It's used for Kid
Two
right
gets
now.
The shards.
Any odds? Any odd Helix sources or no?
So far, nothing. Obviously, Rambo took his evasive lift off. I guess the Galt, I guess it's okay, although I would never really like the idea of it.
Yeah. It's just the way he plays.
It's just a PS4 thing. I guess PS4 people can confirm. Any other Benny mains in the chat from PS4? Is that the meta pick for PS4? I'm curious. He's gonna get pulled back in. Ooh, missed.
Man.
They do have a thrall. Where's Pendle's at? He got the
I
thrall.
was
Wouldn't
poking
be surprised to see him engage on shock, maybe. Yep, Pendle's going straight for shock.
Ooh, it's
Oh no,
done.
turns on it.
Well, Lightning
Oh, no,
Bubble was a little
but
too
he just-
late.
You can. He saw those 3 rifts and he knew he couldn't really engage hard into those. Yeah, here he is on.
He's on Shane.
Still. Shane might be able to go here if anyone else is shooting. Oh, Benny misses the Hawkeye.
Ooh, Stealth Strike.
Look how low he
Nice.
is. Welch just probably got out of there with. Let me check his health. Well, yeah, Welch had like 120 health maybe there.
Shocked, eat him Thorn alive. Thorn's gonna go. Yep. That's unfortunate. That took forever to killing Shock.
Mm-hmm. 2 dead again. Pendle's still low. They don't know where he is just yet. They kind of see him. He's gonna go. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get Thrall maybe, or buy Shock behind them first and then get Thrall.
He's getting
We know
Shock.
Team Logitech is known just they're really quick on poking Sentry usually, so obviously with the Cleese comp it's a little different, especially with Galt.
Rainbow always pick up with some choices. It's more accepted. Crow said that they lift off on PS4.
I think a lot of things are more accepted on PS4. Where on Xbox we're a little more narrow-minded. Overgrowth incursion only. Meanwhile, the other PS4 is more open to meltdown. The other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Pendles is just. I'm watching Pendles for a little second here. He's just aggroing minion wave. He killed the entire minion wave, so they won't be sieging up on Sentry anytime soon. So do you think this pace of the game so far kind of benefits Team 1 or Team 2 more? Obviously the Cleese is a long-term game. But I guess you could say the same for Thorn, maybe?
It's at 1 to 4, and it's definitely Team 2. About to be 1 to 5 now.
Gold still has a pull. Let's see if they know. Yes, Pendles is getting their Thrall.
Yeah.
He capped the Thrall. Let's see who they send, if anyone, to handle it.
Ooh, Kid is 1. Ouch. He is sending the refs though, but took some heavy damage from there.
Styx is shooting the Sentry, then he doing a quick job zoning him.
Galt's on tunnel by himself. I hope Pentos caught that. Nope. Pentos might be in trouble.
Let's see the shields on. Shields are pretty much full still on Team 2 Sentry, even though they're taking damage.
Floyd is still trying to attack him.
Yeah, but they're chasing the Pendles. Let's see. I'm curious if Galt will take the slow at 5, just as a reveal for the Pendles. I would do it personally, but I know he does like his damage.
Full miss on Benny. Stun on Shane.
Stun on the guy on the Shane. Shane's gonna go.
Well, yep.
Really nice guys by Chaotic.
Oh, she's still okay.
Those rifts don't save him. Let's see if Pendles jumps on someone in the back line.
Oh, Shepherd.
Bloody looks like he's running straight for Thrall. Or no, he's buying up the base.
Thor didn't do.
Not doing neither of the
Thor
sentries.
didn't do any damage to the sentry.
No,
I
he
think-
just kind of got the shields about half-ish.
Yeah.
Thorn took... She took penetrating it. So no burst propulsion against a golf test Thorn. It's a little risky, but it is what it is.
Do I have any mods in the chat? I forgot to edit the bands. Malus,
got a
can you
couple
edit the
nice
bands?
ball.
Do you remember?
Kill him.
No, it's cool. I don't think it really matters, but in case people do ask. Chaotic again. They're gonna push out here. Someone needs to watch out. She might get pulled. Doing a weird movement. Yep. Good job dodging that. Poking it now. These are going back and forth. Like I said, I think Team 2 is benefiting a little bit more because they have 6 kills over 2, so they get more levels than they do.
6-2. It looks bad, but on paper, like in reality, it's not the worst, especially not this early. As long as they haven't given sentry damage yet.
Yep.
Which they haven't.
But as far as gear go, Team 1 is like in charge of gear.
Team 1's basically full.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same color-wise too. You see a handful of purples, about 1 or 2 frees per team, and other than that, just blues and greens.
Yep. Well, Penny got finally pulled, but there's that lift off. C3 trying
Yep, lift
to do
off.
some stuff. He's getting
Free's
destroyed by the
deep,
shock
he's taking
though.
a lot. Shane can go
This
for
on
it.
Shane.
They'll
Yep.
trade, they'll make. They
Make
made
the
the
trade. Ooh.
Shane for Gal. And maybe
Cleese
Cleese
is
if
one-
Thor can
oh,
hit
the
an
Shepherd.
arrow. Shepherd
Penny's
is
gonna
though.
go for
Pendle's
it.
gonna get in, it's gonna initiate.
Pendle's might
Get good or bad trying, it's in the team name. We didn't just make that up, you know. No kidding.
Ooh. Pendle's going in, trying to disturb everything. They're all pretty
I don't
low.
think he has reveal or cloak. He just needs a baby heal. Galt is very low. Look at them chilling in the drones.
Yeah.
Here comes a interesting fetch. I think Rambo may need to pour, or they get a nice geyser.
Oh yeah, I forgot Pendle's did die to minion.
Oh yeah, good point. Hey, at least no one else got the XP for that death except for that Shepherd bot. There's a reason he was so overpowered when he came to lane. Gall missed his hook. Thorn's starting to poke, by the way. Pendle's also poking from Thrall. He's just throwing kunai, or whatever it's called at it. So let's see how Team 2 responds here to the pressure of just the poke on their sentry. They're probably gonna get points here between Pendles and what's his name?
Well, that's the
Thorn.
thing. They have a solo frontline by themselves. I don't even call it Galt a frontline. He's just a CC character.
Yep.
As they're speaking of frontline going on in Benny right now. Oh, he dodges
first
the
damage.
geyser though.
They can kill Shane for this. Thorn ult would be nice. I don't think he has it, but maybe with Hawkeye. Hawkeye goes on the mic though. That's unfortunate.
It did hit
But
Shane.
he did get a heal. Look how low they all are. Hold on C3,
Ooh.
but Cleese will die for it. Hold on C3 again. And Pendle's gonna engage in the back maybe. No Cleese rifts. This is time for Pendles to shine, right?
Oh, the shields are low. This might be some sentry damage too.
They've already gotten 3 points. Yep. They keep it low. It'd be nice.
Oh, it's done to
Joseph
Shane.
will bleed on it.
Good
Shane's
heal.
very low. No,
Supposed to catch
no
it.
rifts or whatever. No rifts. No kills for drones anyway.
But look at Welsh. He is scared to return to base.
Pendle's gonna prioritize sentry damage over keeping the pressure.
Yep, he's on the
Pendle's
sentry right
gonna
now.
give it 3 more points of sentry. Now he's looking for that thumper. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. He's just playing safe. He doesn't want to feed any kills early. He's only down once to minions, and that's huge.
Him
And
and
he's starting to
Thorn
poke. This
is
is the
just
problem with
poking
that.
it.
He did that's all he needs to do, right?
Guy gets pulled again.
Pendle's right back on it. He knows he has the cloak. He can get out. He ate some rips, but really, since Cleese had no shields, there was really no damage at all.
So I get pulling the gal, but once she gets levels, it'd be really no point pulling her when she can survive all that damage. Especially having one stun.
I think
you know?
Team 2 is just really contingent on level 7, right? They need Cleese, they need Mike to hit 7, otherwise they're not going to be able to secure
Thorn
these
ult.
kills. And speaking
Ooh.
of securing kills, Joe put with a really nice finish.
Benny has an ult ready too. He might use it here. I say he should use it right now.
Oh, good geyser! Good geyser! That's the
Look at that.
ult.
Yep.
That should be
Shane's
2.
low.
That should be 2. C3 killing the Shane.
Nice.
Shane dead. Kid Ultra can go. Kid Ultra can go.
Oh, this is
Cleese?
huge.
If he has injection, it's over for him. Oh, he missed the
Cooper's
injection.
gonna go for it.
That's okay.
Ooh.
Just get Sentry.
Oh, they're diving Sentry earlier. I don't know about that.
I don't know if they're diving it. Or Benny's diving the Cleese, which is risky. Getting the shock down. Cleese has to go back to base. They can get early points here on second Sentry damage within basically 10 minutes, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Thorn's got it to half. Pendles is probably going for Thrall, but I'd love to see him
Gals
stay in lane and just keep the pressure up.
got pulled. That's great. Now she has that damage reduction. This is what I was talking about.
Really
It's
nice
on his
counter back
chain.
chaotic on that disengage. That was huge.
Yep, that was good.
Pendles quickly getting a Thrall. He got it already. He needs to get in there really fast and maybe keep the Sentry poke going.
Now it is a favor of Team 1 if they gain the levels.
This is the problem with Thrall comps right now. The pressure is really on Floater here to make a play, make a pull, and get, because they have no real pushing power without him, right? Like, he doesn't need a pull. They have nothing really going for them.
Meanwhile,
C3
Pendles
doesn't
is
need to be
keeping the
aggressive
shield
on
low.
stuns. You know, he's gonna get the shields down. He's gonna get points. I'm thinking maybe 10 points of Sentry damage minimum here between Thorn and Pendles. Galt immediately
Floor
going
is
back
easy.
for him.
Yep.
Yeah, Pendles just playing safe. Why? He's not risking any damage. He's just doing his thing. Hawkeye on
Ooh,
kill
Hawkeye.
Ultra. But full on the Benny.
Yep. As they
Shane
left
could not
off.
catch up on the stun.
Did she take stun? I would assume so.
The Shane?
Oh, she's gonna get Geyser. Good Geyser.
Great.
is one.
Guys are cocky hat. They have to kill Shane. They have to kill Shane here.
They have to. Yep. Pendle
And
sees
there
it.
it is.
They want to get
Joe's just
melee for
poking
it
from really
too.
far away.
I think.
He did take stun, by the way. They can take Sentry or dive Sentry. C-Dog has said it before. 25, 20 points of Sentry damage, you need to dive
Yeah.
this thing. C3's
They're
on
see
it.
that on it. Yep.
Pendles needs to go on it too. Where is he at? He's low though. I think all he needs to go.
They're just gonna dive it. This is by game one. This is Pendle's the heart carry.
Game 1 might go to the 4th seed here. Pendles. Are we seeing a Pendles target ban next game? We've seen the Phoebe
Yeah.
target ban before. Are we going to see the Pendles ban? Because 100-0. Get good or dive trying. The Pendles.
See,
And honestly, team
I think that
effort, everyone on the
Miko.
team really
I
did
think
their
that
part.
Miko ban was hurt, and I don't
Miko
see
ban?
why they banned Miko if they're Team 2. I don't see the logic behind that. If they're not gonna get Miko on the first 2 picks, they
You
didn't.
think the
So
Cleese pick was a bit of overconfidence? Maybe they felt, man, we're gonna beat this team. We are the higher seed. We know we're better. They don't necessarily.
I think
wanna
Cleese is
practice on
fine.
Cleese.
just I don't know.
I think maybe not having Ho-Ho in there for that Atticus counter of the Pendles last pick really hurt him.
True. That's true. That's very true.
Game 1 goes to Good or Dive Trying, number 4 seed. 1-0 of a best of 5. First to 3 will win.
Yep, crew.
If anyone can make Pendles work in a comp, it'll be this team. Cooper is a self-proclaimed Pendles main. We've seen it in banned in 10s before, so Alani basically keeping up with Kid Ultron heals, which is big because KU can heal those minions, but no one
11 to 8
Sticks
though.
didn't get his ult. Police and Mike both did not get their ult. Meanwhile, three people on team Get Good or Die Trying got their level 6.
6. Yep.
That just tells you never really see the level disparity like that in a game with Team Logitech, but
Pendle's doing some
shout
high
out to
damage
Chaotic
too.
as well. Really doing his part.
Yep. Damage taken. It's really Gal. Gal was the only one that getting pulled here. And
C3 did his job. He baited the CC out, and as soon as the CC was gone, Pendles was free almost going, other than maybe Rifts hurting him when he initiated. And credit to Pendles, he also clearly did not want to feed early kills on trading deaths. He got out early every time, and it paid off because his team was there to finish kills between Benny and Thorn. You want to see? Well, let's see the sentry damage. Yeah, Spaghetti's asking for
21K
I'm thinking
from
Thorn
Thorn.
probably beat him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And 12K.
Vultures
from
and sub
Pendles.
out for Ho-Ho.
Oh yeah.
This will be interesting. Thanks for playing.
sure.
I think they might have. I think a Phoebe over that Cleese might have been nicer, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
The Cleese damage not his best showing. He didn't really get a chance to set up though. If you noticed, like they were constantly not holding chokes. Like they held Team 1's choke for a bit there, but the Pendles made it hectic on them, and they kept having to move. And I feel like when you're against a Thorn, especially, doesn't one Blight take out a Rift and they kill Ultra Drone if they're stacked, which they were all game? Is that like a trade-off? Does one Blight equal one Rift in health? I don't actually know.
Depends on the Helix sources of 1 and 3, or 1 and 2.
Yeah. Good point. Police did not get all his gear up, neither did KU. No shard gens for Team Logitech. They usually hold mid most games, so it's a little surprising, but it's like they usually hold mid most games, right? So it's like none of them really ever need a shard gen. They always have shards, but that game is a little bit different.
I would like a shard gen on Cleese, if I'm being honest, instead of Clevar. If you're gonna
Cleese is
do
one of those characters you can be greedy with. You can take a shard. You don't need a shard gen on your Cleese usually. You can be aggressive, and I don't like the Kevlar on Cleese either. I'd prefer something else that just stacks more max shields or skill damage, right?
Yep.
Maybe even some regen. It's hard to say. You could tell Galt was missing some max health too with this. Like his sprint build is nice and all, but when you get ganked by Pendles, you feel the pressure pretty fast. I didn't feel like there was any big pulls. Other than
you only can ball Gal.
That's
That's
it.
Saw like I said,
pulls, which was tough.
Once she was 4, there's nothing you can do against Gal when she does create the damage reduction and. When you only have one stun.
Unlike Team Logitech, yeah, to pick only one stun instead of Galt comp.
I think the Miko ban would hurt him in the long run. The Miko ban and then the Cleese pick. I think that just hurt him. And then it had proven that they lost the game there.
Alright, Chad, I'm seeing a Pendles ban this game. Team 2 Pendles picks do make more sense.
Your Team 1
Are we going to see a Pendles ban? Are we going to see another healer ban from Team Logitech? There's a few questions here, but one nothing. Team get good or Dav trying. Alrighty, we're running it back. We did see a sub. Welch Scrape subbed out for Dr. Ho-Ho. 2 very good players. They play similar characters, so they are a little interchangeable in a way, but I feel like they missed that Atticus pick there, maybe. So, who knows? Because I think if you had Atticus with Welch, then you could have put Sticks on the Shane and Ho-Ho on the Addy, and then Manly could have played the DPS Oscar Mike. And he's done solo DPS before with 3 CCs for their team, and they've proven it can work. Maybe it was a bit much to ask of Sticks, who usually is on the front line. Anyway, though, new draft, new game. Let's see how they respond. Manly to take the captaincy here. And the first ban on the Pendles. Team Logitech, all the members I know were bashing those Pendle bans 10s, but here we are in league play. I guess it's not that silly, is it?
It's worth banning against like a Navy Benny or, you know.
I guess maybe, are we considering
J-Dog
Cooper's
Phoebe.
Pendles are we considering Cooper's Pendles in the echelon of Sea-Dog's Phoebe or Navy Benny? Is that a thing?
It's becoming slowly, especially in 10s lately.
It could be. He's proven it. He can hard carry it. Yep. Pendles just causes that sense of chaos that most teams, even the best of teams, can't really get around to handling, I guess. It takes a lot of communication and coordinating CC, and they didn't have enough CC to spare on Pendles that game, so he got out a lot of the time.
A Benny ban too, wow.
But anyway, you could argue 2 target bans there.
Oh yeah, I do. They want the Galt or Gal.
This has been the year of the target bans. I think we can go that far. We've never seen such consistent target bans.
I think you banned the Monty, if I'm being honest.
They didn't like getting ejected from behind, I guess, and you know that's gonna make Cooper feel good watching or thinking back to this in the draft. So let's see how he responds. What character can they give him? Because we know he's a vocal leader on that team. What character can they give him to make a difference? It's gonna be interesting. And on the other hand, I would not be surprised to see Team Logitech kind of just steamroll this game just because they're
Addy.
Almost.
Whoa. That's okay.
The Addy ban. I like that band, actually. We know that's one of Ho-Ho's strongest characters, so...
They're gonna get Galt.
And they take the Galley over the Galt this time. You don't see that team pass over Galt a lot, but especially with the CC on the board that is there.
Raz is still on the board, too.
That's why it would have made sense, right? The Galt Wrath could have handled Monty Gal, theoretically.
Monty.
Monty, I think it has to be Monty Gall, but I could see them taking Monty Wrath themselves.
I would like that
Monty
more.
Thorn, Mike. There's a lot of power picks on the board here.
I would like Wrath more.
You would take
I'm being
Wrath
honest.
over their hand stage because it's Galt's a power pick for them. We know that.
It just silences everything, really. It can silence Monty, it can silence a Galt. And it disturbs a Galt, where if you get Wrath, you can disturb their Galt. Yeah, they can get a pull when it's done, but a Wrath will peel for you versus a Galt trying to peel for you, or a Monty trying to peel for you, you know? I think Wrath makes sense here.
Definitely. Let's see it.
Take
It's
the
Oscar, Mike. So they're
Oscar.
willing to
Okay.
give him Gal Wrath Galt.
I don't know about that. Alright.
I don't hate it. I don't know what to think of it.
Yeah, that's...
You're giving Styx and what's his name, Floyder, two really strong picks, comfort
yeah,
picks.
spaghetti, that's a big oof. Well, they can take the Thorn and the Miko. I think that'd be the safest
Thorn
bet right now.
Miko? I don't think. Yeah, you're probably right. What if they took Miko and Alani here? What would you think?
No, they
Okay,
have to
never
take
mind.
Thorn. They can't let them have Thorn.
Yeah, I agree. The poke
ooh.
would be too surreal.
I like this how they're setting up though. Let's see what they do.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking of Toby.
They're thinking Toby. I think Floyd wants the marquee. That would be for Manly. It's gonna be Floyd or Alani and then marquee.
It depends to see
I
if they can
wouldn't-
handle a marquee.
It's just a marquee.
Yeah.
It's risky.
I wouldn't hate
no
it,
peel
but
all for Monty.
yeah, that's the other thing.
I wonder if they're highlighting something like Dragon or Phoebe, if I'm being quite honest.
Yeah.
It's Rendy. They went triple S tier damages. This will be interesting. Good luck.
Alright, triple frontline
He's
versus
captain.
triple.
He took it. He took a solo frontline into a Gauntlet comp with Wrath and Gal, and he's playing it, so that's honorable of him to do. He didn't just fetch it off to C3, so... This should be very, very interesting.
Pretty much 3 DPS versus 3 stuns, right? Who do you think would typically win? If just not looking at players who's playing this game.
Yep, exactly.
As a typical Battleborn, who do you think would be winning? 3 frontlines or 3 DPS? In this comp.
3 S tier DPSs versus 3 of the best CCs in the game. And Monty's the easiest pull target of all the S tier tanks. But,
what do you think?
Did one say that, CC wins all, so I'm going to go with Team 1 here. I think the CC is going to outlevel the damage, and the damage just won't be able to catch up. That's my prediction. Your thought yourself? What do you think?
Let's see. Gal has a... Yeah, if they didn't have Wrath, I would say DPS, but them having Wrath, it just negates everything of what they do. Oh, I got his phone call again. Sorry.
Memphis is correct. I agree. If Team 2 can get to level 5, that would be huge. They have 2 nukes and Mike Sustain. I don't love Monty. I would prefer... If you could switch the Monty and the Gal, I feel like I would prefer Team 2's comp. But, Monty by himself is a lot to ask. Spaghetti would say there's no pushing power for Team 2, is there? What's the pushing power for Team 2? Is it just the alts? If the alts get online and they kill people, then you just push with 2 dead or whatever? I'm not, I know the thing is, Team Logitech just lost game 1, so they're definitely coming over Blood game 2. You won't be seeing Cleese ever again. You won't see a Dion Dave throwback to week 6 or whatever. This is going to be some serious gameplay from Logitech, and good luck to Monty. If he dies more than 5 times, less than 5 times, I'd be surprised. So. Early pull off ledge could be Thorn. Ooh, no. I think most of mid is going to go to Team 1. If they're smart, yeah, they need to play as far back as they are playing, but at the same time, you need to watch Marquis on that poke. Floater's known to poke it, but early game, he won't do much damage to it. But it always feels like he does more damage than every other goal when he's poking it. And right away, we see Marquis going for thumper. That's something they need to zone early up. Don't let him get a free thumper out of it. Even though we did there, they can buy that back. They just have to consistently be pinging and watching Marquis, in my opinion at least. I think if you zone him, you're okay. But Monty's bold. Oh, they did not coordinate that CC properly. They got a pull on Monty, but the CC chain was a little off. And he dashed right through everything.
So I think the target here is either dive the squishies, which is Alani and Marquis and Wrath. Or if you really want
dive,
the CC...
What do you mean by dive exactly?
Oh, I mean coordinate, not meant dive, my bad.
Okay.
Like,
worth noting,
coordinate
Gal
me
went
by...
level 1, so she'll have 2 wounds, so every stun should be a kill. Miko cannot heal through that double wound at all. I've been there, trust me. Marquis immediately going back to tunnel. Thorn, I hope that Joe's on top of this. Yep. I wouldn't even hate if he bought the Stinger turret in there just as a deterrent. Ooh, that Miko just missed. Really good try on the pull. Miko's one of those characters you can definitely catch on the pulls, like, he's usually not looking at the belt, he's relying on his team's eyes while he's healing, like, friendly Battleborn. I think if they can get to the 10-minute mark without sustaining sentry damage, that would be really huge for Team 2. I mean, well, Team 1 takes
if there's like no picks, if there's just like a real stall game, Team 2 will win the long run, I think, overall, in late game. Like, there's no doubt that Alani can keep up with all those nukes.
You're right. When Luke gets online, Alani will be screwed. But look at this, minions are turning the corner, which is not a good sign. But Rennie needs to get lane. Montana cannot double up on. I get he needs levels, but they're PS4ing it, and look what's going to happen because of it. This is exactly what you did not want to do, is give them the early sentry. If this is the way it turns out. Because the only one who didn't get the XP there, and now he's going by himself. If they recognize this.
I don't think there's a rate call at the moment, because the shields are low. If the shields were a little bit...
Monty in. Again with the method, watching the CC consistently for a while.
Gal went
They're
up
usually
on
much
that.
better at this.
Gal's in deep. They can get Gal
Gal
for
is
that.
indeed.
Oh, she has no shield either.
Be able to kill it off. They've got nothing really. Just low-level Thorn and Oscar and Arendi just don't do enough early. Galt's gonna keep that poke going, but he's low up there. Yep, I don't know what he was thinking there. Way too low. Wrath knock up. Let's see if they try to push. Good going in.
Oh, stun
Wrath is gonna go. They have the Geyser missed too. Geyser was way too there.
The damage wasn't there.
Can they? Is gonna kill him.
Like I said, they have to be cornered. Their damage
Look at
has to be
Randy and
cornered.
Mike. Look at Randy and Mike. C3 getting greedy for that kill. I wouldn't be surprised to see a taunt here. Yep, sticks him with the taunt. Questionable plays on both teams there. Oh, really smart job not leaving. Because he knows you have that Flutter got the tall minion. Golf problems. So what do you think, stream? Was that all PS4 strat for all dive there worth it for the 16 points or no? I say no every damn time. I don't care about the XP. Monty can get his XP. He has a gun. It's not like
you're getting Wrath a kill. He's level 3 now.
Yeah. Wrath up at 4 is gonna be huge.
Yep.
Yeah, Miko's stun will be nice, but nothing will be more important than those alts getting online. Thorn alt would be huge. Killing that Wrath would be dead if they were all level. You could even argue 4 with a Randy. It'll be interesting to see how Mazzy keeps up on the heals too. Galt, Wrath, and Gal all take damage when they do damage, right? Because they're so close range. I don't like this. Again, they did it again. They sent 3 to the Thrall. 4. I just don't get it. They're gonna get up a sentry here super early.
That's what I was talking about.
Their win condition was to get to late game, and they're doing the opposite of that right now. Galt's gonna pull her back in. Ooh, no. Level 4 maybe that would have hit. I just don't like that play at all. I don't know why they keep doing it. You just lost a sentry within the first 5 minutes, which is exactly what Team 1 needs to do to win. They don't need to get the nukes online.
Oh, look at that level difference now. Most of them, Team 1 mostly 3, and then the other ones are like only did damage just at 3, which is no brainer.
Yeah.
Monty's gonna get die.
Yeah, Miko was on quicker, he would have got out there. Gally wasn't even in lane to be stunned. And this is tough because now you have to push in on the Marquis because we know man is just gonna keep drilling that sentry. This is a really awkward position for Team 2 to be in, but they kind of self-inflicted wounds here by diving the Thralls. They're smarter than that, they knew better.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know they're going to get damaged. And Monty's in. Gal's going to stun. Gal missed stun,
she
or it
missed.
bounced. Did it woof? Or whatever it's called?
She's
Ooh,
still getting wolf.
that's not
It
waveform,
would.
man. That's the long stun by Sticks there.
Yep.
Had to have been. That was super long range. I'll confirm it real fast. Yep, he took it slow. I guess you don't really need it against just a Monty.
Whoa. It was one shot. She still very is one shot. Thorns do good job. Oh my. All he has to get out
So,
there.
yeah, healer's out of lane and Gal got stunned. This should be Gal, right?
That should be go. Yep.
Unless Wrath has a knock up ready, which I don't think he has online. For 2 more seconds, 2 more. And he has it.
Oh.
Knock up on Monty.
Oscar went down too. And Marquis.
Like, Monty's gonna go for sure from this. I just, they just played into the Golcom's hand here by giving up that early sentry. I don't know. I feel like that's really going to be the story of this game. They don't have the highest poke. Marquis is usually enough for this team.
I don't think Arindy was the pick. As much as damage she does, I don't think.
Yep.
Definitely needed Shane there. I think Shane would have been huge. Or Boulder maybe.
Well, Station does a lot of damage, but Galt's out damaging all of them currently. Mainly because he's one of their primary damages. And you're splitting minions over 3 characters now. Monty, and again, it's just free every time on Monty unless he really hides.
How did he got that stun?
How did he stun and get out at the same time? I don't get that, but I'll take it. Gal used stun that play too, and she must have missed again, or it's been bouncing off from one of the 2. If they can hold it to level 5, it'd be huge. But I don't know. Marquis just needs to keep poking, which he's not doing right now. But
he just wants to get another pick.
That corner, which we know it will. If Shield could recharge, that'd be huge, but I don't think it will be. We know Galt's about to turn the corner and get a Monty pull in about 3 seconds here.
Marquis doing jump shots on it right now.
Yeah, they're keeping the between the Wrath, the Galt, and the Mon. Every time the same thing happens. I don't know how to make Cooper surviving all these pulls. I think we need to knock up first, but I feel like Gal keeps using her stun. Well, she didn't use it that time, actually, so... Yep,
Galt's going to the ledge. I think there's a
they need to
snipe.
recognize this and maybe dive forward.
I agree. Go on Wrath, maybe. Or Gal. Probably Wrath. Wrath would be easier target. Gal's gonna go on.
They finally notices.
Good
Double
stun.
on the healer and Sticks. This has to be a kill. Sticks has no knockup. They have no kill. No, they needed the Mike in lane. He was the one who went to answer the Galt. Yeah, are they gonna lose one for it? No. Yeah, C3 or Floater will not let that shield recharge, which is really detrimental.
He got a low actually. They're gonna dive it.
Are they gonna dive this actually? They're diving.
Yeah, they are. That's gonna be a game.
Yeah, just
PS4 strats, boys, don't do it. Early game.
I like the draft strategy. I think it was ballsy, but they knew better than that. They knew they could not give up early sentry damage, and they gave him free sentry damage twice. And the second time,
The did
it
have
resulted in
Marquis,
the entire
I would have
sentry
been
going
fine
down.
with it, but the fact that I have Marquis. Can crit that sentry to death so fast.
And if we look at the sentry damage, we're probably going to see about 6+ K from everyone except for Gal, I think. Maybe even Gal on Team L1. Because when they went to PS4, that Thrall, literally everyone on that team was smacking the sentry. So, while Marquis' poke was good for the second one, the first one was just everybody. Because it was a free walk-in.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. Not against good teams. PS4 strats, sure, that works against pubs, against your random Joe Schmo, but come on, this is the playoffs. You can't be doing that. Yeah, Coop couldn't do much, let's be honest here. I think, again, like,
worth it.
Yeah, you can't. It's a 9-minute game. You can't really tell.
Oh.
It's.
So were they taking Addy there over Marquis, and then they would have had to face a Toby, right?
Because they didn't. They would never have thought to get all three of Galt, Gal, and Wrath. They would never have fought that.
True.
It was. It's disappointing to see, but it is what it is. Like, even Melanio healed the Miko. Makes sense, I guess, because there was only a Monty to heal, and when he was dying, he was 100-0ing most times off pulls. To his credit, he only died 4 times, and he got pulled probably about 8 to 10 times, and he somehow got out. I didn't hate that Addy ban, but you couldn't. I don't think you could early pick Mike then.
Yeah, I had been. My vote was Wrath, but it is what it is.
No, Wrath, Galt, Gal is too dangerous because you can hold the front line without the Galt, just with a Wrath and a Gal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even need the Galt necessarily. He's just a bonus at that point. All right, let's see what happens here. Are we going to see monuments maybe? Some mix-ups maybe? I'm assuming the Pendles Benny ban will remain consistent unless they want to ban Kelvin, which will happen, I think, if they ban... If Monty gets banned, you're going to see a Kelvin ban from Team 2. But they're keeping the lineups. We're not seeing any more switching out who's going to play Game 3. It is 1-1. So no 3-0s happening today, folks. It's back and forth. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Speedy. If you switched the Gal and the Monty in that comp, I would have been okay with the triple damage behind. Because Gal can at least just hold her own with the shield. But Monty has no protection at all. He only has, as far as the Miko and his DR goes. And let's be honest, against a Gal wound, Miko's not doing shit. Especially not double wounds like she had. Even though it felt like the CC was off that game.
Yep. I predict a Monuments game.
Monuments would be fun, but I think they had success on Overgrowth game 1, so it makes sense to go back in.
Okay. Yeah. That's Team 1 also.
And how was that solo Dragon game when he was super OP? Question. I'm just curious, because I don't know about Dragon nowadays being able to do that at all. If that was at Shock Dot, it doesn't count, because I don't think anyone knew how to play the game back then. No, kidding.
Dragonstone. It was
I'm
OP back then.
expecting... Yeah, different meta back then for sure. I remember Dragon used to be super OP for a stretch of time, and then he got nerfed to shit for a while, and then they kind of brought him back up a little bit.
Him and Gal.
Yeah, Gal used to be... I remember back in the beta, Gal and Phoebe would run show. Like, they'd run shop on people. I remember being level, because back in the beta, you had to level up to get your characters, right? Gal was the beast. You couldn't stop her. She had all the skills in the game.
I was just saying, I think Gal was the longest time that she didn't really get a nerf like she needed it now. She was like...
She was literally busted.
Busted for like almost a year, I think.
Mm-hmm. It was atrocious. Anyway, I'm expecting Wrath Monty for Team 1, and I'm expecting Kelvin Pendles for Team 2. Let's see if it happens. And if you have a 1 strong wound against that dragon, I think he gets shredded. If you get a Gal wound especially, he just dies. Even with double healers. At least in my opinion. Even a Wrath Gal would destroy it, I think. And if you have solo frontline, you put a Pendles against them and they have no reveals. And yeah, Boulder was good too, but let's be honest here. Gal was a monster. She was so good. Yeah. I did not enjoy it. You could literally... She just ran it down on anyone she wanted and went 1v5. It was atrocious. I'm wondering if the Atticus ban is going to come again, actually. It's Addy or Monty. I don't see anything else. Miko. Wow, okay. Galley ban. So they're giving him Kelvin in exchange for Monty Galt. Like, Team Logic has made it pretty clear that they will give Kelvin if they get Monty Galt for it. The question is Mini Cooper going to pick the Kelvin? I know he'll be playing it, so... I think
this has to be Galt,
right?
I mean, Gal.
No,
I can't speak. Kelvin.
What?
This has to be Kelvin. You don't want to
I
pay
think
Galt Kelvin. That's a death penalty.
you have a Wrath is banned too. This is an awkward spot for him. I think they need to pick Kelvin though, because you can't give up Kelvin. Kelvin and Galt. I don't think we've ever actually seen a Kelvin and a Galt on the same team. I don't think you can ever take Monty over Kelvin, right?
No.
It's Kelvin, yeah. Cooper's a good Kelvin, to his credit.
Yeah. Yeah, it plays out too.
It's gonna be Galt Monty. It has to be. There's no beating around in there. I think this is gonna be interesting. I think you take Mike, and do you take Mike Thorne or do you take Mike Alani? Because she's the only A tier healer left.
I think Mike Alani.
What do you think? I think Mike is a necessity. If you give them Mike, it's too many shooters. We've been down that road before.
Like, I think Kelvin can survive a Thorn, then he can do
Mike
against
Thorne
AOS
would
score.
be really powerful, though, when Kelvin gets 6. Like, they would just destroy them, I think.
But he has to rely
the
on
Gold Comp
Kid.
can't win the game early. They're not.
I think Alani's a pick. The stun in the
I
geyser
like
is
the
really
Alani.
huge.
Yeah, it is. I agree. The thing is, I'm expecting an Atticus last pick from Team 2.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it's going Thorn, KU, Atticus. And on the other side, I think we're going to go Benny on the board, because we know they like to rely on that Benny. See, if this was our team, we'd go damage in a Phoebe probably, right? And we would probably... I think we'd beaten them with
Phoebe would have been banned instead of Pendles.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying. Like, if this was the scenario.
Yeah.
Shane, okay, I was wrong. They do like the Shane beside the Galt Monty. It's a
Oh,
lot of CC, but no.
That's a cancel. Right now there's 3 counters to Kelvin, and that Kelvin's gonna.
What do you think about them going Phoebe Atticus? What do you think?
Ooh.
Is that too much time? Would that be too much of a
Who would
statement?
play Daddy? That's my question. Joe?
I think C3 can play it. I could just picture Rambo playing it.
Yeah.
Benedict, I think, is their crutch pick almost. They know Rambo's really comfortable and good on it, so it would make sense for them to lean on that again. I don't love what's his name?
They need a front line though. They
I
need a
forgot his
friend
name.
with Kelvin.
I don't love Benny against any of these characters. I think Monty hurts him a lot.
Body.
And I really don't like Boulder Kelvin together, if I'm being quite honest. I've never seen those two win together. It's kind of like
that's no damage.
I don't love double shields. It's a very little damage. Imagine they had the Miko too. There'd be 3 characters doing less than 50k damage, you could say.
Yeah.
Ernest Tag would have been good there, Spaghetti, you're right.
This actually might be earnest for them.
No, they're
No,
going
they need a healer.
KU.
I don't know.
Yep, it's KU.
Who's
Oh, on Shane, I guess. Yep. Rambo and Benny, I hope he can prove me wrong. Like, it'd be nice to see a competitive game, but I don't think Benny works in this comp that well. Joe on Boulder. I like Joe's Boulder. And I don't know when the last time he's played Boulder has been.
I don't know about that.
I don't know who's going to peel for who. If Kelvin gets pulled and stunned, I don't think Boulder can peel at all. Unless they pull like a lit fam dog when they played against Logitech, where he was Boulder and he got pulled and he would immediately just stun, I think, the Monty before Monty could even get a stun off. And he escaped a lot of CC chaining that way. That's the only way I really see this working. Early game, but late game into the story.
Never seen Hope like Shane.
Yeah, I would have liked Phoebe there too. I think Phoebe would have. The Pendles kind of proved they didn't really feel comfortable with Galt when they had the chaos going on with Pendles, and Phoebe kind of gives you that.
Yeah.
It's just a weird spot, right? Because I just picture like even if they had a Pendles or a Phoebe and they were diving backline, then Alani would try to get closer to give them heals, and Shane would just dive them because we know Ho loves to dive healers on these exchanges, so we'll see. All right, any early predictions for first kill? Who's gonna get the first kill this game? What's your prediction, Zig? Is it gonna be a Galt pull? Is it gonna be a Kelvin stun? What do we think it's gonna be?
I think Thorn is gonna be first.
You're predicting a manly Thorn first kill. I'm gonna predict a chaotic kill. Geyser's gonna kill someone. I'm calling
think
it now. It's gonna be a double
Joe's
stun
gonna
into
die.
Geyser.
And I think
Joe's
Thorn's
dying
gonna,
first. Okay.
Thorn's gonna get
Stream?
the kill. Thorn and Monty.
Give quick
maybe.
predictions before the game starts. Before the first engage, you gotta call it before first engage. When it gets a Ray Lightning sign, Talon of the Hawk.
Twitch delay.
First
but
kills Monty on Benny. That's ballsy. I don't think Rambo dies enough with that evasive liftoff. Still calling that a lightning kill. Let's see if she can get there in time.
On Boulder. I'm still calling Boulder.
Sub out.
It's gonna be Thorn. You gonna get it?
It's gonna be
Ooh.
Galt on Kelvin. No one called that in the chat, did they? I called Delani. I was a little stupid for that. She does take the long way in. Joe's probably gonna go. He's just gonna buy time.
Or miss Boulder. He missed stun.
And we got a taunt from Manly. Chaotic got pulled. He's gonna get pulled back. Ooh, he just missed. Literally just missed. So definitely late game goes to team 2. Or team 1, sorry. It's in that sense that I really would love for them to get that Thorn instead of the Alani, just for that late game potential. Just stack it in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Benny's gonna die from a pull until Shane gets his stun, just because Monty has trouble stunning Benny. Speaking of Benny, he's porting and KU's already level 2, so. Monty's gonna sit in these drones, heal up till full, turn around, start shooting. Attempt to stun. They're gonna stun Boulder here probably. No. Every pull that results in no kill is huge. Guys are gonna get Shane, they're gonna double stun him here. No, they're not. No, saving.
Oh, then Kelvin had it. Ooh,
Yep, there's that
Gold,
Jopo play I mentioned earlier. You can stun the whole team here, Kloop, if you can. Does he even have it?
No, he didn't.
He did not have it. When did he use it? I guess was he used it on escape there maybe.
C3 wants that kill. No, he'd leave him.
Yeah, we do see knock up. I think Chaotic needs to be careful. He's in pull range. And Thorn killed the Benny. Not the strongest of starts. I think knock up when you have a Shane stun kind of makes sense, especially against the Kelvin, because you can a good Monty can take Kelvin out of stun, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think noting back to last game, they just can't go over early sentry damage as hard as that may be. 2 CCs down. Monty can go for that. He got a little greedy there for that knockup. I don't think it was worth it. They're going out right on
Stun on Kid.
Yep, KU's gonna die. Got caught out. They're gonna trade Kelvin for it. But that's kind of the life of Kelvin. Spaghetti will tell you that. Any Kelvin meme will tell you that.
Ooh,
Actually.
Thorn's gonna go.
Thorn can
Oh,
go,
the
but he's gonna
Hawkeye.
reach it.
That 1 second Hawkeye.
difference. The 1 second.
Oh, Thorn's going for
no.
it. Or, not Thorn. C3. He's gonna die for it.
C3's been really aggressive today.
Oh, he died
of
of that.
Wrath last game.
He died
and
of
now he's going for
Sentry.
the Thorn this game. Is that, I guess, early game with the respawner so low, that might be worth it?
No one got the kill for
So the push
Oscar.
is all... The push is kind of contingent on Shane. There's 2 in lane for Team 1. I don't know if Team 2 knows it, but yeah, they're recognizing it now. Did Monty go dash distance, so let's find out. No, he went accuracy. He didn't really get any. He clipped the wall there on that knockup. Galt's a 1 hit though. He's gonna go. Boulder with a nice kill. Jopo really pushing the pace here. Joe, okay, here comes the Kelvin team stun. Monty whiffed. Oh, he didn't whiff this. He kind of whiffed the stun, I guess. And Monty should go here, especially with C3 shooting, and that's where that mic comes in. Huge play.
Yeah.
So, really good response from Team 1.
Oh,
They
back
gave
and
up a
forth.
lot of deaths. They gave up about 4 deaths early game, but they responded very nicely.
About tied now. Probably at 4.
Yep, they are. Are they tied? It's a 5-5, yeah. The Sentry did get that kill on C3, so Team Logitech did not get the 5th kill. So if you're Team 2 here, how do you really push out? Do you just kind of Shane dive in potentially, or Monty dash, or just play off
you
these
have to wait for
pulls
the
and just
ball.
hope they get them? Yep. It's a tough spot, right? Because you run into that.
If
especially
Shane goes
Monty
in,
whiffs a stun
trying to
on this.
disturb, she's gonna get stunned and get nuked. You have to
Yeah.
play off a goal.
You're right, you do. That's where the pressure really comes, especially as a goal player. I know it. Like the pressure of just feeling you have to make a play can sometimes get to you.
Mm-hmm.
Guys are out. Sub's gonna get 3 of them. Knockup's gonna hit him right on the exit. Really nice play. Whole kind of whiff though. Joe blocking for Mini Cooper nicely. The duo is back to. Rambo really low. Ooh, Monty chunked him hard there. That was really nice shots by Sticks. I guess that's why you take accuracy at 4. Monty dashed way into. They kind of got to pick one target here. Kelvin kind of subbed the back line, but his damage is all shooting Monty, so they're going to trade Kelvin for Monty here probably. Yeah.
Oh, Chaotic is low. That's no bueno.
Yeah, if they had Thorn out there, it might have been 2, but it's fine.
A double pull. Heal yourself, heal yourself, heal yourself. Oh my.
I don't know if he's going to port. He's going to geyser himself. We'll take it. That's where it's tough. Yeah, definitely tough being Alani against a Thorn who's always going to be hitting his shots and bleeding you down. That's always annoying. Especially because you know you're Thorn ultable 80% of the time. Is he running a skill damage build on Thorn as well? No, he's not. He has attack damage and a skill damage piece. Speaking of damage, Ho-Ho pretty low. I could see a port potentially. Especially if Joe can distract and take out these rifts. Or not rifts, sorry, drones. Stunning Gull here. Yep. Ooh. We'll take it. We'll take it. They could have waited on that.
Bye-bye, stream.
On the geyser stun, but that is what it is.
Stream missed that. I'm trying to order pizza. I'm hungry.
Order your pizza, Zig. I'll hold it down. Don't worry. We need Mike on this Thrall. They can't really kill Thrall without Mike, and he was poking sentry there. I don't know why they're still shooting the KU drones. Those will just go away when KU uses 2 more, which would have been a second from now. They're not gonna. Oh, they can try to hold mid here if only it's 4 in lane. Nope, Galt's back now. Mini Cooper kind of chilling around the side. He knows they know. He knows that they know he's there, but it's just the fact that he's there that will push him back. Not even that he's in lane, showing his face. All right, Gala whiffed again. He's almost 4 though, which is going to be a huge. Because Kelvin becomes really easy to hit at 4, like really easy.
Shane stun too. That's gonna be at 4 soon.
This Shane stun, you're right. Shane stun will be huge. Montiel will be kind of huge. I think the Shane stun will be huge.
Then Monty will be there just for the peel. And
we haven't seen anyone get knocked up by Geyser yet. They haven't
Shane's
really
going in here.
Geyser. Yep,
they're all
they
going
see
in.
him though. Where is? Oh, Kelvin is in the back. Sub up, but he's leaving.
You're gonna push back out with the Thrall. But Kelvin he's done, so. What's the cooldown on Kelvin?
KU is one of the easiest people to keep up with levels. In fact, KU is usually first to ult if he actually gets some finishing kills.
Yeah. He's constantly on the
Kelvin.
He's constantly getting assists.
Yeah. That's all KU is doing really. You want that reduction at 4.
Oh, Joe's in. He's stunning the Monty.
Joe just wants to. I don't love the stun into double KU drones, but especially out of the line of your damage. But it is what it is. I like his aggression though. Next time I want to see him going for shock maybe and pressure the Thorn instead of the Monty.
Bioshock, yeah. Fuck yeah, boy. No one's getting charged right now. They can capitalize on this, I think. Yep.
They're just stunning Monty again. Every single engage is a stun on Monty for Joe, if that isn't clear by now.
Oh, the Geyser
is going to get him. Oh, really nice Geyser by Chaotic. I was just about to say, he hasn't hit a Geyser all game because they've been staggering the CC, but Mozzie can go. Low. Healer can go. KU, yep. Benny dove it. I didn't. Ooh, Ho-Ho can go instead, maybe? They needed a Benny out there, but Benny was frontlining it. Oh, they pulled Mike. Okay, he'll get out.
Mike, just poke. Just poke it, man. Oh my god, KU's so one.
Nah.
Look at that. Jesus.
It's upsetting. Benny was literally a minion wave away from 5 too, so if he didn't get too greedy there, he might have been able to get an ult kill in this next exchange, but it is what it is. So Alani has that trap right there. It's kind of free stacks for her if he keeps putting it there. And Galt is 4, so. And we mentioned,
Well,
well, the
it's not.
chat mentioned KU leveling nicely, but I'm gonna give credit to Kelvin for leveling nicely. He's done his part. He just got Monty out of his
Oh,
dash. Thorn
Thorn's
very
low.
low. Monty could go here maybe with a.
Airstrike.
It's gonna prevent them from CCing it, which is huge. C3 is really good at putting those ults in spots where it prevents the other team from doing things.
Mm-hmm. Or you trying to
Literally
run
the
into it.
definition of
Don't wanna
zoning
let
ults.
them
Yeah, exactly.
have to run through it. The white's ult there. Saving teammates
Benny
and
looking
putting
for
pressure.
Hawkeye. I don't know if those were supposed to be on the drones or not. He's going in on Ho-Ho missed his stun, that's huge. And Styx missed his knockup. All CC except for the pulls down, but Kelvin should be able to get up for free now. Does he not have it?
Nope.
Wait, what? I didn't even see him use it. I'm confused.
Actually, I don't know. I'm just saying. Joe's alone. Needs to leave, I think. Definitely get out, Joe. Joe, get out.
Joe's gonna stun the Monty and leave. Oh, the Thorn ult's gonna kill Alani. We talked about that earlier in the game. That 600 health Alani he was barely living with. That's a really good mic ult too. Monty has to walk through it. That bleeds preventing Rambo from porting too. And he dies. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts a lot.
Thorn ult taunting.
Thorn's taunting. Oh, if Kelvin could have got a sub, maybe he would have died. Is that what happened? KU knocked Kelvin out of sub? If so, great play there. I did not notice it.
I wouldn't
That's hard to
stun
do.
Thorn. Because I would let it continue her taunt, so you still do more damage, and then stun her. Right when her taunt's
Yeah,
done.
that makes sense.
Then
Kelvin
taunt.
and Mike are on Thrall again. It's worth noting there's been no sentry damage, and it's past the 10-minute mark. Usually Team Logitech is good at getting damage by now. And speak of the devil, here comes about 10 to 15 points of sentry damage, if I had to guess.
Yep.
Let's see how quickly the Boulder and the Kelvin go in to mitigate this poke. Kelvin just taking a lot, really, from Monty in general.
Oh, good
pulled.
airstrike.
Ooh, they need to stun him in that. They need to stun him in the airstrike.
Oh,
He didn't really do it. 3 knock up there. Nice knock up. This is a weird spot for half the team.
Monte's balking up, though.
Rambo's probably gonna die from that bleed. He missed volley though. He's bleeding though, and Galt's gonna finish him.
Ooh, Shane.
At least they got the trade on Shane. Good trade. And he has Ice Wall off that one.
I miss.
He's okay with this pull because he's going this way anyway. Turn on Thorn, turn on Thorn. Ooh,
Oh,
I wish
man.
they called that out. He could have turned his sub on
Chaotic
Thorn
saw
really
it.
quickly and got
Yeah.
Yeah, Thorn doesn't have her ult, luckily, or else she'd be dead by now. Or Alani would be dead. Chaotic running to the drones.
Yeah.
Those don't work that way.
I think they have to leave. Cooper.
Kelvin has
lay
21
on there.
minions, which is actually second on his team.
Oh,
He's gonna
what
get pulled
was
back
that?
in. Oh, he juked it. Oh, the knockup missed.
Why did he continue to go
I don't
through?
know. I don't know what he was thinking there. Ooh, they got a nice pull on Joe, but there's no one to follow that up. Chaotic is still super low. It's about 3 minutes ago and he's still low. Michael, I didn't love it, but it
Like
is what
that
it is.
one.
I would have waited on that one until right here. They turn that choke and then you use it and you can maybe even block the Golden.
Lonnie
Almost
and
pull.
Boris struggling on levels. They're not 5 yet.
5 for Boulder will be interesting too.
It's huge for Boulder. And Lonnie at 5, it depends what you take, it's huge.
Yep, Thorn going to cave to poke. We can wall her in, that'd be cool. Yeah, don't force it. No. Alright, Galt going up top to poke. He loves doing that as Galt, but they are immediately responding to it. Sending 2 up there. Got a beta pull? No. Boulder could still get pulled pretty easily if he wanted it.
Trying to get the Benny. Ooh, the guys
Geyser
are
whiff.
almost.
I wish he...
I heard that
I'd
one.
like him to save those for Kelvin plays, but it is what it
I
is.
did too.
Because it's
Okay.
super effective. And Calvin's done into geysers, maybe the freest CC you could do. Pull, miss. Rambo's been doing a good job baiting those out. I'd argue it's about like a 40, maybe 20% pull rate on him right now. Like 2 for every 10, you could say.
Shields are
1 for
low
5.
though. They keep him in the shields.
Shields are
Monty
down.
and Tunnel.
No surprise, really. Are they going to recognize Monty's and Tunnel just stun this Shane here? Oh, no.
Shane's ulting. They're just doing a lot of sentry damage right now.
They don't. It doesn't seem like Team 1 has a plan right now. They're kind of just running around.
Oh. Interesting.
Okay, Galt got stunned. The Mike Galt is kind of in a weird spot. Calvin CC gets him. That guy's going to get him
He's
out.
gonna get
Ooh,
ball.
didn't get it. It didn't get him out of his DR, though, so Monty's pretty free to shoot.
All got out with a
They got
Boomsday
mid,
that missed.
they got mid, and they held their first sentry, so that in itself is a victory. Team 2 is probably okay with this, though. They've noticed they were winning. They're winning these team fights when the polls happen. Like, Benny did waste ult there. I don't know if he hit anyone because everyone's full health.
He was trying to get the Galt. He whiffed it.
Okay.
9 to 12.
Pull
yes.
out, he's-
It goes kills.
9 to 13 for a Kelvin comp, and Benny has the most deaths at 5, or tied. Because Benny's 1 in 5, Kelvin's 2 in 5.
How close is
So-
Kelvin is 6? That's the real question. That's going to be a game changer here.
He's halfway.
Ice wall? Ooh.
So
Oh, double stun.
Michael,
That's going to be huge.
good geyser. There's the geyser into the Kelvin stun we were talking about.
And the ice
Great
all
play
scroll
by
too.
Team 1. Really good CC chaining. Really good. Ooh, Thorn ult. No one needs to die. Give baby heals to Rambo. Oh, and
Oh.
Joe hates the pull. He's really low. He's gonna die. Great respawn pull there by Florida. Those are the plays you gotta make. Everyone's looking kind of bleak. You just got ice wall deathed. You just get that pull to bring them all right back in. Calvin's gonna run, but he can get pulled back pretty easily here. Yeah, no question about that.
Benny over there.
Alani and Link
Grenade,
by
more
herself.
poke.
If I'm Alani right now, I'm saying I'm backing the shit up. Fuck that. Galt with the pull, he hit the sentry shield. Look at the sentry just kind of barrel stuffing him on ledge there. Boulder's
Gonna
gonna
have to
stun
use
you.
ult. I don't know if that was a wise ult there.
Yeah, just to keep the poke up,
Shield's
maybe.
in.
They need Kelvin to get
Yeah.
back here ASAP. They just need to coordinate a little bit better here with who their target is almost. It feels like there's always 2 targets because Mike ult's in one spot, Kelvin is stunning with Joe in another spot. Alright, Mike ult. Yeah, I think he got him out of sub there. Let me check. No, he still has it. He did not get him out of sub. And I know there's a lot of pressure on Chaotic here as the healer. This healing a Kelvin is tough. 'Cause you
Boulder,
never
too.
know really what direction he's going.
And himself.
Yeah, Joe's boulder has proven to be a little aggressive, yeah. I like the aggression though, I really do. But because you always gotta remember you heal yourself, right? Look at him right now, he's ultible. Chaotic, that is. Like, it's a tough spot right here to be Alani because you can't poke in the lane and get those free stacks.
Guys,
You did take the further at 3, which is a smart idea. But yeah, you want to save those guys for the Kelvin plays, right? But at the same time, you have to use them defensively. That's the mix that makes playing Alani really hard. Like, deciding when to use, when to hold, almost.
They get melted here.
Thorn all
Whiffed, though.
way out. Thorn was going for the Benny in midair. I don't know if you
Yeah,
caught
I don't know
on
about
stream.
that.
That was
Yeah.
a very ballsy stun. Alright, Mike ult. Kelvin, good sub wall. He stuck the Shane in it.
Like himself
Geyser's
there.
not going to get the Shane. That was it. It just missed. Damn. That was close. Good try.
Chain
guys.
has 1. Gonna leave.
Shane is really one. I think shields are full though, so Gall with a nice pull on Kelvin. I don't think he has skills up.
Oh. Gonna go maybe.
Subs in 4, 3. He's okay. He got around the corner. Monty immediately going to cave to poke. Kelvin notices, but he's gonna die if he doesn't be careful here. I don't like this play by Mini Cooper here. He's definitely pull hits the Benny, but Thorn still gets him. Oh, this is definitely Sentry.
I think so. Benny's 1.
Just, yeah, a good heal by Chaotic, but I didn't like Kelvin going in there while he was maybe 400 health into a Monty. Sure, you stunned him, but what else then? You're not 6 yet. You can't get out. With that said, though, we were talking about him maybe
He's
being
still 5
6. He was
too.
yeah, he was halfway to 6, at about the 18 to 17 minute mark, you could argue. I'm obviously estimating here.
Rainbow's dead.
And he's only 3/4 there. He's not even, like, just there. He's 3/4. And good Thorn out there. Finishes the Alani. That's really hard playing against Manly's, or even
Ooh.
Floyder's Thorn for that matter, is that he makes you pay if you don't heal yourself, which is, when Chaotic was trying to keep up the Kelvin and the Boulder, it was tough for him.
Ten minutes left. Where everything goes online.
10 minutes. It's a matter of, this is the same situation as last game, really, except this time they have a Monty to poke along with the Thorn, which means Sentry Shields are going to go down very quickly, and Kadultra has his amp drones, so he puts those in that little corner here where the shard is, and Monty is going to shred the Sentry all by himself. So that means Kelvin needs to dive in eventually. Can't stagger this,
but
so, yeah. Boulder cannot stagger like that. Just not worth. You need to target this, and you need to have a Mike ult. Mike ult with the Kelvin and Boulder stuns is the only way you're getting out of this. I think you're gonna give up damage. How much damage is a different story. Oh, he just caught out. Mike ult was kind of just used to zone. The thing is, you look at Monty. He doesn't even care. He's like, I'm not even gonna worry about the CC. You guys do what you're doing. I'm just gonna kill this sentry.
Did I get damage? Oh, Sentry's hiding though. Oh, never mind.
Sentry is doing Team 1 a favor, but here it comes. It's like, hey, you talking bad about me? I'm coming. And a godly ult by Manly on Chaotic. We mentioned this early game, and there's
Stun
been
out of
no
sub.
roast 3 straight. Yeah, that's gonna be huge.
It's a kill
He's
2
dead.
people.
I think
That's game.
they're just gonna target the Benny here. Oh, Boulder gets pulled back. A nice pull by Floyder. His shield should break in about 3-2. Yeah, okay.
It's definitely a game.
Yeah.
Good effort.
It was a 23, 24 minute game. Depending on how long this takes them, but I just think they staggered, and they didn't utilize, they utilized Kelvin well early game, but it felt like as soon as he hit 5, they hit a wall, and he just didn't do anything at all. Like, he did not hit 6. I think he just hit 6.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough. It's also tough when your
minions
Benny
there?
dies 5 times.
31 minions. Yeah.
So it's 2-1 in favor of Team Logitech. I still am going to say I would have preferred the Thorn over the Alani. I think Kelvin players will say that KU healing is not that bad for Kelvin, because isn't his gameplay necessarily hide around the corner, sit in drones basically, and then you can dive in and rinse and repeat, right? You don't really need the saving heals most of the time.
I think it's comfort
Like,
over. I think
Geyser
more
is
comfort
great.
on
Yeah,
Alani
comfort,
than he
but
is on
we're in the
Good.
semifinals, right? You need to just be ready to play any healer. If you're a healer man for your team, you just have to be ready. Like, you need me to play Kid? I'm gonna play Kid. I don't like it. It's boring. He's easy, but it is what it is. I'm gonna play him. Like Team Logitech always does.
Mozzie
They pull the
doesn't
Kid out
think
whenever
he's
they
more-
need it, and they always do a great job with it. Yeah.
That's Mozzie's main. Don't talk about Mozzie's main like that.
I don't know if Mozzie thinks it's boring or not, to be honest with you.
I don't think he does. He enjoys
Yeah,
KU.
exactly. I don't know. I don't think he enjoys KU that much either. But he
Mozzie
knows
just-
his role, and he does it well.
Don't he get great?
Mozzie subbing up for Welch, possibly? Or is Reaper's Kids making an appearance? He's in chat. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Here comes Welch's grape.
This is probably their strongest 5 right now.
Uh,
2-1. Team
maybe.
Logitech has 1 game away to go into the finals.
1 game away from finals. The Pendles ban has seemed to stump Get Good or Dive trying. That was clearly, that might have been plan A, B, and C, so.
So many 4
we'll see how this turns
Kelvars
out.
on Team 2. Just pointing out that.
That was it.
Four
Are we seeing a
Kelvars.
Monuments game, you think, for
Maybe.
Team, maybe Get Good or Dive trying just to throw a wrench in their system here, just kind of throw them off? It's best of 5, Walrus. Yeah, Spaghetti got you there. Best of 5 for playoffs, and this is 2-1. So next game for Logitech will win it. They are currently 0-1 with Welch's in the lineup, but they're 2-0 with Ho-Ho in the lineup. So let's see how that dynamic plays out. I feel like Welch's is put on healer main when he's in lineup because Mozzie's usually subbed out for him. But aside from healer mains, I know Welch plays a very good Marquis, plays a very strong Phoebe. I like his chain and his boulder, so it's a weird spot, I guess, because a lot of the mains he plays, his teammates play. That's also a good thing. Flexibility in the roster is always nice.
Except they're gonna take team 1 again.
I'm thinking Monuments is coming. I think that
I
Mini
think
Cooper
so
gave
too.
him. He's like, you pick team, I pick map, and I want Monuments. And they're like, because we know Team Logitech prefers team 2. I think that's how that played out. Let's see it. No, you're good, crowd. Don't need to apologize. It's all good. But hey, by the way, did your PS4? Did you know if the league started? I remember viewing a stream about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, and they mentioned the league starting on Friday, but I never actually ended up tuning in. Is the league going? Is it happening over there? What's going on? How many teams? Are teams disbanding? We know that happens sometimes. I'm curious. I'm curious.
I was
Yeah,
gonna type a
Memphis.
spaghetti, but you beat me to it.
Spaghetti's got them covered. Alright, I guess Mini Cooper is starting whenever he's ready. He's probably giving the troops a pep talk saying, let's go. And here we go. Also, for those interested, tomorrow night will be the semifinals between the number 2 seed and the number 3 seed, the Toxics versus the Tot Squad. So, if you're interested in some good Battleborn, some competitive games, make sure to tune in. Same channel, arguably same time, probably 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock start. Yeah, should be fun. I know I'll be watching.
Mm. Okay, Memphis.
Does the league hand out MVP? We don't. We should. That'd be cool, though. I think you'd need every captain on the team to vote, and then you just kind of say, who was the MVP? If you're looking at MVP candidates, if I had to speculate, you'd have to throw Floater and Manley in there. You'd also have to throw... I would argue you could throw Rambo in that conversation. He really turned around this team we're seeing right here. They were on the downturn really quickly, and they picked up Rambo from PS4, and ever since then they kind of turned around on the whole league, and they've been playing a lot better.
Bulky.
Of course, our captain,
Okay.
Sea-Dog.
Bulky MVP
Bulky for
from
beating
that
you
1
once.
week.
Yeah, okay. And you could argue most improved player, Memphis, is in the chat. You could throw him in there. He's really holding the heels down for the Toxic Squad. It really impressed me. I never knew he was that good at heals, but he's proven me. He's doing a really great job. So yeah, that'd be my candidates at least. Other than that, I don't think you can throw anyone else's name in there. At least not what I can see. Anyway, though, on to this game.
I do be right back. Pee.
Well, World Traveler, what stat would you really do, right? I'm not sure. Most kills, subjective, right? Healers won't get enough credit, and neither will tanks. You could argue win percentage within the lineup. That's even speculative. Then bulk is 100% almost. The KU play too strong, but Mini Cooper's going to ban it on you guys, though. No, I'm kidding. They went back to their game 1 bans of Wrath and Montana, which I like. I think it takes away some strong picks from Team Logitech. And on the other hand, we get the Pendles Kelvin. The target ban, they just didn't like it. They're like, nah, I don't want to play against that Pendles ever again. And Kelvin is just Kelvin. It's just a risky game to play against any Kelvin, I think. And with that said, Gal's first pick. Strong first pick. They're going to give him Galt again. This is I think we've seen Galt every single game for Team Logitech. I hope Reaper is back. Missed him. Hope he's playing tomorrow. I love Reaper's kids. And we got the Mike Thorne which is a lot of damage. Does this mean we're going to see a Galt? Are we going to see Galt Miko? Galt Shane? I think Galt needs to be picked, though. I don't see why you give him Galt for free. Okay, Zig, you missed it. Both teams have passed on Galt, and we're going to the 4th pick, which I feel like, based on highlights, will be a Shane based on highlights.
Where's the draft? Wrath band and a Kelvin band. Okay, well, get ready for a Toby pick. Maybe. Who is Pixie Girl 7119? I don't know who you are.
Did she add you too?
Yeah, who is
She
that?
added me too. I don't know, man.
Zero Gamer Sword.
Probably
Someone just literally made that account. Like
One of Sea Dog's girlfriends, probably.
Just
You know that guy.
made
He's a player.
that. Yeah. Lonnie Boulder. Last pick, Toby. I'm calling it. Maybe. I don't know. I had to pop it. That's all I DPS. Just leaving Boulder on the island.
Is Galt not still there? Am I missing something?
I don't know. He's a DLC character,
Gold
so
Chain
someone
Gal.
don't have him.
I like it. We welcome all PS4 players to come over. I just argue they make their own 10-mans. No, I'm kidding. If there's a season next season, I hope to see a PS4 team. I would love to play against them.
Be like enough for like.
I'd love for
or
one
two
team to make
teams.
that PS4 Thrall strat actually work consistently against my team or any team. That's actually not a pub team.
Miko and Marquis. Alright, that's the count of Toby, so there's that.
Toby was never a pick, I don't think. I don't think they would ever leave Boulder Island. I think, yeah, I was about to say that. This makes sense for Ho-Ho's pick here. Dragon would have been fun to see, but this is the first Atticus we've
I like
seen.
both Tomps, actually, if I'm not gonna lie.
So Gaul went undrafted. I wonder if there was like some sort of a message between the two teams saying honor ban Gaul.
Nah, I doubt it.
But I don't know why Team Logitech would agree to do that. Anyway.
Grape is in, so they're gonna have those skins. It's free skin.
They do have the
Whatever
skins. Grape is in, so for that reason only. We should start Welch's every single game from
A
here
Jolly
on.
Rancher, a watermelon Jolly Rancher there, skin. They go get on our band, yeah. I don't know.
Seems like it. Maybe they're just tired of playing them. Yep, figured. He's played as him 3 games in a row. It can get a little tedious.
Interesting. Let's see what this guy today.
This should be interesting. So, chat, who do you guys like? Which comp do you like better? Team 1 or Team 2? Both teams
Akisa
definitely
will
have
arrive
advantage.
during this match, so.
Hey, you do use Zig, man.
If I do leave, do I just leave in the middle, or they're a first person something?
First person, someone. Forget about it. Give me a first person of someone. I think that's what we need in this team.
Yeah.
Pick someone who won't die. Because then you might just be stuck seeing the dead body or whatever. Alrighty, mid is a toss-up. They have the Marquis. They have the Shane, which means they're going to be fast. But on the other hand, Logitech has an Atticus and Boulder.
Bubble
which
and
is known to be
Shane.
quick.
I think Bubble and Shane will win. Oh, they do have Alani and Boulder. And
Alani did not even give wave at the gates. Or actually did. Okay,
Yeah.
she gave it on the other side. I just hope it's a competitive game, and I hope Team
Marquis
1
gonna win? Oh no.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shows.
Get Good or Dap Trying doesn't feel discouraged after last game. I know it was a rough game, but They proved in game 1 they can beat these guys, so they just need to kind of stick to their guns. Manly's getting caught out early. Good saving stun by Welch.
How do you
Still
get
really
these?
low. They're going to try to finish Manly here. And
Yeah, Miko's in trouble though.
Rambo's diving it. No, he stopped. Manly just gets out of there. That was risky. He got out with about 150 health, you could argue. And with that said, also Styx is low. Welch took a lot. Really nice saving stun by Welch's on Boulder there. That probably saved the Alani. It's interesting to see Styx on Mike more. Because we're so used to seeing him play CC characters, but I guess in comps like this, it's difficult to place who goes where. Atticus dives in on backline. And Welch just finishes the Miko. Just great plays overall by both the front and the back line there on Logitech. If we're comparing Ho-Ho and Styx's Atticus, I don't think you'll ever see Styx play Atticus for their team, largely because if Ho-Ho's there, that is. Just because Ho-Ho's really confident on it and it's super comfortable for him. Meanwhile, Styx seems to have a larger player pool. You can definitely put him on damage. You can even put him on heals. I wouldn't be that, or even on Galt, we've seen him play. Meanwhile, Ho-Ho, you kind of expect a Boulder, Wrath, Shane, Gal, Atticus, Dragon. That's all I really would ever expect out of Ho-Ho.
Mm-hmm.
And Floater, you could say, is the ultimate flex. He can play literally any role. I would have confidence in him. So it's hard to say who's better one-on-one, but you gotta play to your team strengths, right? Vultures can maybe go here if he gets this Geyser. He didn't get the Geyser heal. That's gonna be huge. No, nothing. Ooh. No trade there, so I guess both teams will take that exchange. Marquis gets stunned. He's kind of tunnel visioned. He gets low really fast from that Oscar. And Floater's already poking Sentry doing his thing. And everyone has to remember that Ho-Ho doesn't exactly play a lot. Like, Styx is on every day. Meanwhile, Ho-Ho's on maybe for every league game or scrim. Like, he doesn't get the practice in that Styx gets. I always say that if this team, Logitech that is, were to practice, like, a lot, they'd probably be 4 times better, maybe. Like, they're already very good, and they'd only be even better if... I don't like that Marquee positioning, by the way. But yeah, they'd only be better if they practice more, which would probably happen if the league was a little more popping. Well, just should go here. A little bit aggressive on the stun. He went for that Marquee again. I think he got Marquee on the first stun because Marquee had tunnel vision, but in that time, he had tunnel vision for the Marquee.
Oh, this stun! And the Geyser?
Good stun. I don't think he has wounds, so that Geyser basically fully healed Styx. Let me just confirm. Yep. No, he did take the wound. That's a Desecrate wound, so stun doesn't wound. Yeah, my bad. I always mix up which one goes first.
Yep. Alright. The ban on Clutch out of there.
Let's keep the chat PG.
PG-13. Yeah.
Yeah, PG-13. This is a PG-13 stream. We're trying to get those sponsorships back from Season 2 when Hella Average was going for stuff. We need to calm it down, guys. Come on. We're all part of the same community. Just remember that. We're allowed to hate each other sometimes when we're playing on the field, but leave it on over.
Good bubble.
You know? Really good guys by Manly. Surprisingly, Gal's not going to go unless Welch is going to stun him here. And no, he doesn't have it. Okay.
His son Welch, he could have gone there though. Ooh. I'm taking some nasty shots from Marquis there.
Sentry hasn't taken any major
Shane's going in.
Which is a win in my opinion for Team 1. Team 2, Atticus is 100% going to pounce this back line here. Yep, there it is. He does the same thing every time. Let's see if Mini Cooper's team starts to adjust maybe. He's just diving Miko and maybe one of the damages.
God died.
C3's already died 3 times too. Shane hasn't died once yet. He just got level 3, which is nice.
I don't think that was a recall. Shane to do that.
nice pull. Ooh, the pillar. Strong pillar from Rambo. He's leveling nicely this game.
You
What?
see Gal level?
Oh, geez, Gal's level 1 still?
Yeah.
She only has 2 minion kills, and as a result, Miko only has 1 minion kill. That's huge.
Eddie will pay, but
Although he's
Shane
gonna-
might go.
Yeah, they got level 2 off that.
Nice.
Shane does not need
Yeah.
to die for this. Especially with Miko, and they have no wound after Atticus, right? So
The boulder's out damaging Gal. That says something too.
yeah, Memphis. I think everyone in the league, including Ho-Ho, realizes that was a really poor Atticus game on his part. But to your guys' credit, you did make him pay. A lot of teams, you could argue Logitech could slack off against teams, and most teams wouldn't be able to take advantage, and you guys did, so credit to you guys for sure, but you can't define one person off of one bad game. I don't think that's fair either. We played with Ho-Ho for a bit of a
If
season,
it's
too, and we were on the
consistent,
same team,
then-
and he's strong. He's good on Atticus. Maybe he's had a little bit out of practice. That happens, especially when you play as sporadically as he does. But you can't discredit him. I think that's PS4 sarcasm there, Mozzie. Don't worry about it. I'm kidding.
Pizza on the
He had
way.
one bad game. It's true. Yep, that was a bad game. I think everyone on both teams, including himself, noticed. But with that said, we're here in the playoff semifinals here now. It's 2-1. Mozzie, any
Okay.
thought to giving... Was there any discussion ever of giving Welch's the feed in one of these games? You guys ever really consider it? Or is it just kind of a thing where it's like, we're picking the best
They
comp?
did one game. That was on Monument.
And what was the thought behind the cleats? I guess you give some insight on there. I've always
Yeah.
I know you guys were highlighting.
What was the cleats there?
I thought the Phoebe was going for that Cleasing game one. I wondered if you guys were actually discussing because we couldn't see your highlights. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, still level 2.
That's fair.
Hurting on levels.
All right, so shields are at about, you could argue 60%, going down to half really fast because Mike is poking and Flood are poking it. If any team does this well, it's Team Logitech. Get one on ledge, one in cave, and just get the double poke going in.
And it's just going in
Shane's
on the
just
healer.
going in.
Slow
don't
wave
love
though.
it.
Kind of messed her up.
Not slow wave, no. He doesn't have slow wave yet. Still 3.
No?
I wouldn't be
Slowed him.
surprised based on how he's playing if he took it though. I know damage numbers are all nice, but slow wave underrated.
Yeah.
Especially against the Shane, I would take it. I know it basically reveals him. Really good pillar by Rambo.
Ooh,
though.
Eddie's
Really good pillar.
one. Maybe
Addie's
heals
at,
from Milani.
you could say 250 heal. He's at 115 now that Kevlar ran out. He's porting back. He'll probably get a thrall on the way back. Let's see if the Gooder Dap Trying realizes that.
Yep. I'm probably gonna first person Mike when my pizza gets here.
When your pizza gets here, I'm gonna ask you to do Rambo.
Okay.
He's
Ooh,
making
Lonnie's
plays,
gonna
and
go.
he hasn't died yet, so I want Rambo's first person view. Good stun.
Whoever's
They're gonna
gonna
get 2. Welch is on an island. Atticus is probably gonna pounce in here.
Oh, the ult going
Ooh, he
Thorn. That's
missed.
huge.
Good dodge by Floyder. Floyder's one of the best at
No, he
dodging.
got that. He
I
hit,
put a-
he hit it.
Did he hit? I don't think he hit. I don't think he hit.
I think he did. His chunk,
Okay.
his health went down a lot from that. Alright, whole team 1's back up. Almost fully heal. So is team 2.
Spaghetti, the level 2 level 5s invited me to their game. I played a whole bots battle
It's
with
on
them.
Kami.
Just because they wanted to learn the game a little better. I actually sat through a whole bots battle game with them.
Boulder stun on Miko.
But yeah, I had my moments. On this.
Oh,
There's that nice pounce.
oh
Is that
good.
a taunt? No,
Pillar.
he was stunned. Sorry, it looked like that taunt where he punches the screen.
Eddie's gonna go. They're gonna get Boulder.
Who's body blocking who here? I think at first the Shane thought he was body blocking the boulder, but it turned into the boulder body blocking the Shane very fast.
Boulder's being a little greedy here. Oh, back it up. Darnold? Did I hear that right? No. She's just bright. Screaming. It's 5-8. 4. Gal's still stuck on 3 right now. We're all going down levels. Only it's 6 minion kills.
I'll always give Emophobic the title of most elusive character.
Shane's going in on Thorn.
Like, he's very hard to get stunned. Good stun, good ult, good kill.
Yep.
Yep, he has a stun though still. They're gonna go in on the
good zone ult.
C3's running it down. We've seen a lot of aggression out of him today. Whether it's Gal or Mike. I think Walt's gonna have that stun up though. This is a risky play here by Coop. His team's not with him. And he didn't stun the Atticus out of his ult, which is okay, I guess. We need that Gal stun immediately. Yep, there it is. Yeah.
Miko, what are you doing? Oh my.
He's okay. There's no pounds, but Cooper's gonna go for it. I feel like there's a bit of disparity. And Alani taunted him too. A lot of taunts coming out here. I wonder who started that. I didn't actually notice who did it.
I think Team Logitech did, honestly. In game 1, I think they taunted first.
There you go.
I think.
All right, we're gonna see more. We're gonna see more sentry damage here, just from Mike alone. Thorn on Rambo. If Mike focuses on him, he could get him. He is, but he's auto. I guarantee you the auto aim's in that sentry first. Mike all behind sentry. Because just Rambo's just walking through it.
Oh, pizza's here.
Alrighty. Dogs were banging. I wouldn't say taunting's common on Xbox either. Well, people who don't watch enough have to remember is that everyone on both teams kind of know each other. Like, it's a small community, right? We know each other very well, so it's like there's always banter going on, whether it's tens or everything else. So it's like these taunts come from more than just the game. And that already could have finished Manly. Oh, good try. He's still going in for it. He's super aggressive. I like it. Well, just move. Oh, how did he not clip anything on that stun? That's a really good evasive maneuver. No comment. Atticus pouncing in the backline. Immediately gets stunned out of his ult, so he's got no stacks. Yeah, that's a good point, Spaghetti. You do. Some people we know in this community get a little tilted after taunts. And it just makes sense. Alright, looks like Marquis on Thrall. They're all looking ledge. None of them are on a window, or none of them are in lane. It's kind of a slow play game. We haven't really seen, like, I don't know, we haven't seen big sentry points. Like, we've seen different, like, portions of the sentry go down from when Logitech was poking, but nothing major. Styx is going for that combo from Cave. What'd you miss? It was a close to a 3-man wipe for, like, Logitech almost got 3-man wiped.
7 and 10. It looks like one death
I missed. They did a really good job evading stuff. Yeah, there was Cooper dove in on him. Manly and Welch were both one hit. Randy out whiffed on the Alani, and Instapillar couldn't get her finished, and
cute.
They just came back. It was nothing crazy. Yeah.
Ooh, Alani. Geyser itself, very good. Oh, that connected.
They have to.
Lonnie has to stay out of the fight
here, and a Rendy. Oh, the Thorn ult whiffed. We do not see Thorn whiff his ult much, especially not Floyder. That
A
one just
lot
hit the
of them are
pillar.
low.
They're still gonna kill a Rendy. And Gal. This is gonna be Sentry.
Yeah.
Really solid play from Logitech there. Welch is
Oh,
getting a
good
little
stun.
aggressive. No, he's gonna get out. It's okay though. They just don't even
Sentry.
have the damage with Marquis dead and Gal dead to
Cal's
follow
still
that up.
4.
Ooh,
Miko's still
Miko's in a
4.
weird spot. Ooh, really good stun by Welch's on the Shane. Atticus might pounce in here.
He used it
Good
on the
guys
Sentry
here.
earlier.
Oh yeah, okay. I figured it'd be on cooldown by now. He's got it back in 2. Let's see if he pounces off cooldown here.
He should have it by now. Ooh, Boulder went
He's
down.
gonna see how it stacks first.
Good ult.
Welch's isn't playing very
Oh,
aggressive.
Oscar
today.
might go. Oscar's invis. Got a fat heal.
Miko is who I'm looking at. The pounce on the Miko needs some peel, guys. Yep. Addy's gonna go for it, 100%. Yep. He really committed to the Miko kill, and Chaotic did a good job. Oh, and he dodged the Thorn ult. Thorn ult whiffed on the meat. That's 2 back-to-back whiffs from Floater, and he goes down for it. Not the best plays from Floater. We've seen better. Shay needs to cut off the mic here. I don't know if does he have any skill.
He's
Oh,
invis.
that's the stun.
Oh.
Oh, that's a huge stun. Manly's got some heals for him though. Yep. There's 3/4 of his health back. If I was Miko, I'd throw a spore at that exit he's going through right now.
Oh, the insta pillar.
The insta pillar. Manly doing a
They really
great
want
job
it.
keeping it up, and good guys are. They should. Oh, why did he turn back to ult? That was not the play, Sticks. Ugh. Joe is. Where is Joe? Why is he so? What? What did Joe die to? The thumper turret must have killed him.
Thorn?
That is unfortunate. Yep, Thorn bought the thumper, I think, and he died. I think he has real pillars.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
He doesn't?
Rambo did not take the
Okay.
real. That is.
He's raw.
That's against him. I don't get why you wouldn't. The value on level 1 left is just not worth it. I could see a pounce if he has it here. I guess he doesn't. Okay. Miko just needs to run then. I don't know why he wouldn't have revealed. Like, Mike died at the end, but maybe they could have saved him overextending a bit. Something credit to Logitech also, they do a really good job. Like, you noticed how GGoDT trying completely pushed them back to their sentry there, got 2 dead, and then immediately we're right back to where we were. It feels like they're the best team at like recuperating ground they've lost almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, for all we know, if you missed the last minute, you wouldn't have missed anything because we're right back to where we started. And with that said, Alani's dead. And let's see if they can do it again and hold a little better.
Alright, I'm back again. I one's at the more door. Dog is barking crazily.
Yeah, I could hear the dog barking. You gotta hire Spaghetti for that, man. He's a dog trainer. He'll get you. He's like the dog whisperer.
Okay, was Dog Whisper? Alright.
He's basically a Jets fan, though, so I don't know how much you can take his word
I
seriously.
missed an important death there. I'm sorry, chat.
No, it's all good.
I was first listening C3, so I don't know if he was in all that. Speaking of C3, he got stunned there.
Thorn
He might go. Gal.
Yeah, good
Gal.
ult, good ult. He just needs to get around the corner and have Miko heal him. This is risky. He didn't go to Miko. The Thorn ult's still up. Oh, goodness to pillar. He's gonna get both the DPS's hit. They need to start poking this thing, but this is the problem. Other than Marquis, how do they really poke this thing? Oh, and speaking of Marquis, really nice geyser by Alani. He said he was taunting every kill.
Oscar in
but
tunnel though. Oh, no, Oscar
if he taunted that kill, Mike would have died. So I'm glad he decided not to. Remember what I just said? They take lane. Like Mini Cooper's team took lane, got a pick, and immediately Logitech stunned right back in. And now they're taking back the point they were at 30 seconds ago. It's like deja vu almost. Ramos needs to run. Like, credit to them. No other team I've ever played against does it the way they do it. Like, they just take lost ground back so fast.
Yeah, they just have late game now. They've been Rendy just nuking them. And now Gal and Miko finally caught up on levels with their team and the other
thing
team,
is,
so
Yeah, the thing is, this time Styx does, especially Logitech and Styx in particular, don't want to leave without getting sentry damage. There's no reason they need to leave again. They just need to get 1 point.
Sentry's
Really.
hiding though. I don't
It
think
is
they can
hiding,
right
but
now.
Mike ult, he positioned it really nicely. It's gonna get the full ult off on it, basically.
I was gonna.
They're gonna get a point. They're gonna get a point.
There's a Mike ult pushes the sentry out of position. Did I just see that right?
Well, I don't know how smart the sentry is, but
Oh. I want to test that sometime. At some point. Anyways. Addy might go here. Getting body blocked by Gal, but a huge stun from Grape.
there's that Thorn ult. Is it Randy or how much? Randy's died 4 times, which is actually the most on his team.
He doesn't have max
Kinda
health skill
weird.
damage?
No, he
Max
does.
health?
He does. Wait,
No, it's a
Yeah, he
max shield skill damage.
who are we talking about? We're talking about Thorn? No.
Oh, Randy. Like that one piece of gear.
It is max shield.
Skill
I didn't know
damage.
that was that's like a Cleese build. Not even though.
Oh my god.
Chaotic's just getting. Oh god, C3 was just getting bullied by Ho-Ho, and big double kill by Ho-Ho. Like huge play. He just
Shields are still
bullied.
down. Wow. This is game.
No, this whole time we were.
Team
they were doing those
Logitech
plays,
going to
Mike was
finals,
hitting them.
boys. In games, I think. Definitely could have been better. The Pendle's ban was definitely a counter for
Pendle
them, though.
ban might have crippled them. And there we are. Three to 1, Logitech takes it over. Kick it or dive trying. It was pretty competitive overall. Definitely some weird moments, but both teams had their plays, and Logitech will be going to the finals against one of Toxic's and Todd squad, which will be tomorrow. No, the finals won't be tomorrow night, but semifinals will be tomorrow night. It'll be a quick
The other
turnaround
game.
if it was. Some crazy games.
Just gonna go over some of them right now and go in order. Well, the
Which
fourth
one are you
game
on?
was
Game
trying
1
to
first?
Yep.
Okay. Game 1, Pendle's OP. That's how I'm going to define Game 1 in a sentence.
Yeah.
I didn't like the police pick.
Unleveled.
I don't feel like they practiced it enough to make it work consistently.
No.
And maybe missing Ho-Ho there kind of hurt him because Atticus is a huge counter to Pendles, and maybe they could have put sticks on Atticus. Who knows? I feel like they never considered it though. I don't think they ever considered putting in sticks on
They
Atticus.
put him
there.
on damage,
Could be
so
wrong.
that says a lot of things.
Well, it's when you have Welch's and Mozzie in the lineup. One of them are playing heals for sure, right? And I don't think. I think Welch's is more comfortable flexing to Shane. In fact, I know he's a good Shane, so he's definitely okay flexing over Shane. But then you put sticks on damage, and that kind of bit him in that game because he's a frontliner main. We could say that with pretty confidently. You put him as the only real damage until Cleese hits 7 against a Pendles comp. That topped with lack of CC to stop Pendles when you have to work on pulling and stunning off pulls. It was just it was rough. That's game 1 in a nutshell, though. Game 2,
Game
they
2.
came back to play. This was a
9-minute
9-minute
game.
we
That
for those
says
who
a
didn't
lot.
watch, yeah, Team 2 picked all the damages and gave him Gal Wrath, which is a lot for a Monty by himself to deal with. Yes, they got 3 S tier DPSs out of it, but they decided to PS4 Thrall. The first time they did it, they lost, I think it was 14 points of sentry damage. The second time they did it, they gave up the whole sentry. And by looking at this comp, which comp do you think needs to last the longest? Obviously, we're going to say Team 2 with the Thorn and the Randy and the Mike. Despite that, they gave up free sentry, and then from there, it was just Marquis poking it, and they could not engage because Monty has no initiation potential against that team. That's game 1. That's game 2 in a nutshell.
A wrench build from Randy, by the way, from that game.
He ran that build. He ran that in the game 4 as well, or game 3, sorry.
Speaking about game 3 then.
Game 3, speaking of the devil.
No, he was blind bidding, but anyhow,
Oh wait, I read that. This is game 3. What do you want to say about this one?
was back and forth, wasn't it? I mean, kind of. Just Kelvin took forever to get 6. I think that would have changed a lot of things. I think Joe just being Joe, an aggressive bowler, it cost him 6 deaths there. It just the Monty Galt just counters Kelvin so much, and I don't think they were expecting.
It was tough, yeah.
Expecting to get Kelvin.
Yeah,
So.
definitely. This game ended in 22 minutes, and I believe when there was 13 minutes left, Kelvin hit 5, and we thought he was on a good pace to hit 6, and he only hit 6 after the game ended, basically, which was you can't have that happen, right? Speaking of that, Benny died 5 times, which is a little much. He's on par with like Monty and Boulder, and you just can't do that in my opinion, especially as a Benedict. It was a hard Benedict comp to play into then again. He got shredded a couple times long range by Monty and Thorn. There was one bleed out death when Alani was dead that he died when he was hiding behind a rock and he was like bleeding for 4 seconds and he died. That was tough. Anyway. I don't think game 4 has come up for me. I don't know if it came up for you. If so,
It did.
you can do what we gotta do.
Just refresh it. Very back and forth, 12 to 19, 21-minute game. I couldn't win for both teams, but I think Addy did do a huge factor of diving the back line a lot and just making them low, and that was a wound against Miko, and that hurt. A lot of misplays, I think.
Yeah.
But I think, like you pointed out, the only poke they had was Joe Pub on the marquee, versus they had Oscar, Addy, and a Thorn they can poke. So it was definitely harder to defend than them do attacking.
Interesting note is that Chopo on Marquis actually got 0 sentry damage. Most was a Rendu with 4,500-ish.
None of them got sentry damage.
No, they never really got any. I don't even know how.
Oh, never mind. I was looking over at
that point. Yeah.
25 damage from Gal.
30k from Thor and Mike on sentry, which is usual.
Huge.
Yeah, that's basically that in a nutshell. It's 3-1 Logitech over Get Good or Die Trying.
Yeah.
One last time for those who care, it's tomorrow night, Saturday, 8 to 9 Eastern, you could say. Todd Squad versus the Toxics. And see you then. Should be good.
Yeah. Good night, folks.